Neon lights, controller in my hand, I'm ready for the flight. Wind against my goggles, heartbeat in my chest. FPV vision guiding me above the rest.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. I had planned to put out this video months ago, but took a tumble and hurt myself. I'm doing better and ready to make videos again. Let's get rolling.
Today we're diving into something a little different. Something small and agile that's been buzzing around my workbench for a few days now. The Beta FPV Meteor 75. If you're into drones, you've probably heard of Beta FPV, and they're known for their tiny whoops and whoop style drones. The Meteor 75 is their offering in the 75mm class, and it promises a lot of fun in a very compact package. So what exactly is the Meteor 75? It's a brushless motor, 75mm ducted quadcopter. This means it's designed for indoor flying or even outdoor flying in very calm conditions. The ducts around the propellers are a key feature, offering a safety buffer and making it less likely to damage props or anything it might bump into. This is a huge plus for beginners or anyone flying in confined spaces. Out of the box, the Meteor 75 feels surprisingly robust. Beta FPV has done a good job with the build quality on their smaller drones. The frame is a solid piece of plastic and everything is neatly integrated. The model I received came without a video transmitter or camera, so I added a DJI Air unit 4. Otherwise, you get the drone itself, a spare set of propellers, a battery charging cable, and a small instruction manual. It's pretty much ready to fly, assuming you have a compatible radio transmitter and FPV goggles. Now let's talk about the electronics. The Meteor 75 typically comes in a few different versions, depending on the radio protocol you use. I would stick with the Express LRS version unless you have legacy drones. I've got the Express LRS version here, which is what I use for most of my smaller drones. The flight controller is a Matrix 1S brushless flight controller with built-in ESC and ELR's 2.4G receiver. With an 80.8mm wheelbase, powerful 1102-2200 kV motors, and 45mm 3-blade propellers, it delivers outstanding flight performance and stability. The camera and video transmitter will vary according to which model you buy. The model I received was solderless. I simply plugged in the transmitter and mounted the camera. Putting a battery in is straightforward. It uses a standard 1S LiPo battery, usually around 250 mAh to 300 mAh. These are readily available and relatively inexpensive. So, how does it fly? This is where the real fun begins. The Meteor 75, despite its small size, is incredibly nimble. It's got a good amount of punch for its weight, and it's surprisingly responsive. The ducted props mean you can bump into walls, furniture, or even people without causing any damage. This makes it an absolute blast to fly indoors. You can zip through doorways, weave around obstacles, and really get a feel for the drone's agility. The flight characteristics are pretty stable out of the box. Beta flight settings are generally well-tuned for this drone, so you don't need to do much to get it flying nicely. It hovers well, and the controls feel predictable. If you're coming from a simulator, you'll feel right at home. If you're completely new to FPV, this is an excellent platform to learn on. The forgiving nature of the ducted props really takes a lot of the stress out of those first few flights. I've spent a good chunk of time flying this around my house, and it's been a lot of fun. You can get so much enjoyment out of such a small package. It's also surprisingly quiet compared to larger drones, which is a bonus if you have a family or roommates who might not appreciate the constant whirring of props. Now, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. As with any 1S drone, there are limitations. The flight time, while decent for its size, isn't going to blow you away. You're typically looking at around 3 to 5 minutes of flight time on a fully charged battery, depending on how aggressively you fly. This means you'll want to have a few spare batteries on hand to keep the fun going. The power, as I mentioned, is good for its class, but don't expect to be doing aggressive acro maneuvers with flips and rolls that you might see from larger brushless drones. It can do them, but it's not its strong suit. It's more about smooth, precise flying and navigating tight spaces. I am not a fan of the mounting system they use for the Air Unit 4, so I changed it out and used an axis protective enclosure for the camera. Probably nothing wrong with their mounting system, but my hands are just too big for the 4 little rubber bands. It was my experience the Pavo Femto in those same rubber bands. One of the biggest advantages of the Meteor 75 is its price. Beta FPV generally offers these drones at a very competitive price point, making them accessible to a wider audience. This is crucial for getting new people into the hobby. So, who is the Beta FPV Meteor 75 for? I'd say it's absolutely perfect for beginners who want to get into FPV. The ease of use, the forgiving nature of the design, and the relatively low cost make it an ideal starting point. It's also great for experienced pilots who want a fun, indoor-friendly drone to fly when the weather is bad or when they just want a quick FPV fix. If you have a small apartment or dedicated indoor flying space, this drone will bring you hours of entertainment. If you're looking for a drone to do freestyle acrobatics or to fly outdoors in anything more than a light breeze, this probably isn't the drone for you. You'd be better off looking at a 3-inch or 5-inch class. But for what it is, a small, agile, and incredibly fun indoor FPV drone, the Meteor 75 is a winner. It's well built, flies great, and offers an accessible entry point into the exciting world of FPV. In conclusion, the Beta FPV Meteor 75 is a fantastic little drone. It delivers on its promise of fun and agility in a compact package. It's a testament to how far micro FPV drones have come. If you're on the fence about getting into the hobby, or if you're looking for a reliable and enjoyable indoor flyer, I can highly recommend this drone. It will put a smile on your face every time you fly it. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this review, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more drone content. Let me know in the comments below if you have any questions about the Meteor 75 or if you have any other drones you'd like me to review. Until next time, happy flying. Here's a little hint on the next upcoming video.
Steaming through the skyline, chasing neon lights. Controller in my hand, I'm ready for the flight. Wind against my goggles, heartbeat in my chest. FPV vision guiding me above the rest.